Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Bugfables. In the last episode, we ventured through the depths of the Forsaken Lands to find the fabled kingdom of the termites, to hopefully gain their help in saving Bugaria from the evils of the almighty Wasp King before it's too late. And with that being said, we did make our way into the termite kingdom in the last episode, and they said they will help us, but it's only the queen that's in our favor at the moment. But in order to actually win, both of the king and the queen's favor, we do need to fight through their Coliseum, since this is their fable tradition. So, yeah. With that being said, honestly, there's only one thing we can really do. Prepare for the Coliseum, and make our way into making our way into the rubber prison. So, honestly, hopefully, we can get a boat. But, who even knows when that's gonna happen. But, based on what we've been told, there is a prototype somewhere. But, let's definitely fight through the Coliseum first before we will start worrying about that.
They're all ablaze in glory.
It looks a little normal,
They must have chosen to keep it updated in the name of their culture.
That just sounds lazy.
Don't the historians hear you?
Whatever. Whatever indeed. Well, let's make our way into the Coliseum, since we're all ready. You're the 8 Kingdom Knights. A bit scrawny and out of shape, aren't you? What are you saying? We've taken on every single monster we fought. Throughout the game, we've taken on multiple bounties. But I'm surprised you haven't heard about us, but okay.
Excuse me.
It's whatever. Everyone's looking forward to a new challenger. Also, says you, Mr. Scrawny. You call him scrawny and out of shape. You ready to go? You'll do 3 straight fights. When you're in. Okay. We'll shop a bit, or beat down time. Well, beat down time it is. Alright, please cross through the left door. I placed a bet on you for kicks and giggles, so good luck. If I give you some berries, can you bet higher and pay me later? No. Okay. Well, here we go. Here we go indeed. The termite queen. But, here we go. And hopefully, we can actually win the favor of the king, because the queen sounded like she actually kind of liked us. But we don't know if we will ever be able to, make the king like us, but let's do this.
My dear workers, scientist termites of every kind. Today's a battle unlike those you're used to seeing. The honor of our kingdom is on the line. These fallen knights claim they can best our best of the very best.
Okay. Ooh, get him, soldiers. No. Wow. One of them said wow, so maybe one of them at least likes us.
And what better way to test their claim than with the ancient tradition of our ancestors? A good old public fisticuff.
Fisticuff, you say? Yeah, fist. Let's go.
How many rounds will they go through, I wonder? Without further ado, let's begin.
Okay, well, we need to actually survive their tradition, so hopefully we can do this.
From the left gate, by the bee, Kabbu the beetle, and Leif the moth. Team Sneak Mouth.
Okay. Well, you forgot getting Frost, but I guess Frost doesn't count as a sentient being, so I guess it's fine. Good old Frost. Saved us so many times, and even beat a boss for us at one point, so, honestly, yeah, she's got everything she needs.
We should have picked another name, didn't expect us to get famous. It fits us perfectly. Focus on the battle, okay?
We'll do the awesome, like always.
Okay, that seemed a bit off, but okay.
Now from the red gate. Let's warn our visitors, shall we? They'll face some fierce beast from the Forbidden Lands.
Really? Forbidden Lands, you say? We already beat some of these creatures, but okay. But it looks like we got a plumpling and a mimic spider.
No battle.
No battle indeed. Okay, let's do this. But, honestly, plumplings are not hard. They're super tanky, though, so definitely, first things first is definitely going through them normally. So, definitely from here, let's see, I think Frigid Coffin, maybe? I think that would probably be smart as a first thing to do here. And it's just in general, because the thing has so much tankiness already. Let's just not even give it a chance. Just get it out of the way first. Just because of the fact that, as we know, magic is the only way to really deal with them, since 3 defense is nothing to scoff at. That's for sure. We fought off with so many things with 2 defense where we were doing nothing to them. But thankfully magic does do a lot more to them than most creatures, which is nice. But, uh-oh, poison damage. We do not want to be poisoned here, because we don't know how the battles are made. So we could be stuck in the fights, and we won't be able to heal in between, so we want to stay as healthy as possible. Thankfully we have HP regeneration and TP regeneration, so we'll get a little bit back every fight, if that is the case.
Child's play.
Oh, bye, Kabbu, Leif, yeah, let's go.
Child's play indeed. It's time for our second act. You will now face Crosspoi, and the bravest of our border guards.
Oh, those two? Huh, the people we met when we first got here. Okay, well, we can definitely take you on. Well, it's nice to see you again. Yeah, same. We won't go easy on you. Give it your all, okay?
Use your trust that got us this far. We will honor you with a good fight.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's go indeed. Okay, Cross and Poi, that shouldn't be too hard. Since, as we know, they were pretty generous to actually let us in here, so we'll definitely give them a fair fight. I guess we shouldn't heal then, just because of the fact that fair would be fair for them, so we won't go any extra on them, even though I don't have to do that. I'm just giving myself as a role for this one.
I'm sorry, Cross. Never meant to drag you into this.
16 HP and 0 defense.
Everyone watch out for its crossbow. Might give them a worthy battle.
Okay, let's definitely see what Poi's got. So what do you got, Poi? Since you definitely have to have... Oh, yeah, more HP. I was kind of expecting that, just because he was, short range.
Our apologies, Poi. You're just doing your job. Everyone watch out for a sword and cannon. We must fight with honor.
Okay, cannon, you say? I don't see no cannon, but okay then. But we'll definitely play safe here. I'm gonna guess Cross is gonna be doing more damage to us, so maybe deal with him first. You never know, honestly, because of the fact that he has a heavy crossbow. I feel like that would do more damage than the sword, but I could be wrong. But the other guy has a cannon, apparently, which I don't know. Oh, okay, it's on his head. Okay then, apparently he really does have a cannon, which shoots poison apparently too, which is technically scary, but definitely not bad for a shorter fight. Since they're not bosses, obviously, it's not going to be a long fight. But down goes Cross, and it looks like we're safe, because it doesn't look like they revive each other, which is nice, because we have had, like, team battles where they revive each other, so it's kind of burly-berry, though. Okay, you can definitely give yourself some defense. I don't mind that at all. But we will be prepared for you, because we're not going to go easy on you. Let's be honest here. We did say we'd give you a fair fight. Doesn't mean we're going to give you a free win, though. Let's be honest. We're never going to do that. But we'll definitely fight you fairly. So far so good. Doing good, decent damage. Good old Cross will get another chomp in here. Not enough to knock him out, of course, but definitely a good chunk. Okay. 3 HP left. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, down he goes. Okay, 2 fights out of the way, and, well, 20 experience to go as well. I'll take it. Last fight gave us only 1, so let's be honest here. I'll definitely take me 20. Hunk? Incredible.
Please forgive us for having to pick you up.
It's all in good sport, right? True. Wow, they beat Poi, even Cross, no way. Well, seems like the crown likes us.
So you have some skills.
My dear, Poi and Cross are not easily beat.
Whatever. You're not claiming victory so easily. Now you will face a captured creature that instills fear in the most hardened veterans.
Are you sure?
Unleash the primal weaver.
Wait, really? Okay, we fought him already and kind of kicked his butt, but we can definitely fight him again. Oh, he doesn't know, huh?
We gotta beat it again.
Apparently so. No. What a dull show, don't y'all think? My dear public deserves so much better. Wait, that voice, is that Cheese? Huh? Oh, it's Zasp. Hey, bud. And, oh god, her. Well, Malvia's back. We've been, lucky to kind of, dodge her for so long, but apparently she wouldn't appear again. Okay, well, here we go.
Oh, that's right, it's me, the one and only, the most loved in Termite Kingdom.
Really? Malvia. Oh, apparently that's true.
Ooh, it's Malvia.
Well, she's not a termite, so why does she get praise from the king?
How her voice is smooth silver.
Huh. Well, they really like her. Well, interesting. Well, if they knew how she really is, I guess they'd change in a heartbeat, but, well, here we are. Hey, Zas, long time no see, bud.
Sup? What are you even doing here?
No baby, let you steal the Queen's graces. When I heard you were coming, I just had to crash this party.
What did you gain from making this harder for us?
Oh, yeah, we're on the same team anyways.
This showdown is to prove the enemy's strength, and also your strength, Team Stickmouth. If we defeat you, we'll show our superiority to you.
And also get everybody else killed. Good job.
And then the Queen's can have to tag us along.
That's ridiculous. Realize this could be doing some. What if the old Termite King loses trust in the Queen? What if you lose to the Wasp King without your help? Have you gone completely utterly insane? Have you lost all intelligence?
Probably.
Oh, yikes. You're thinking this way too much. The kingdom's way better in our hands than with you losers.
Yeah, sure. You've lost to us how many times? I don't think you can fight the Wasp King. Let's be honest here.
We saved your life before you, witch.
I said we'd never speak of that again.
Zasp, you've helped us so many times. Can't you talk some sense into her?
Don't misunderstand. I'm not doing this for only Malvia.
Yeah, sure.
Although it's a pretty big reason.
What's the other reason then?
Odd. I want the primal weevil back.
Yeah, it's kinda same here.
Just shut up and fight, you cowards. Let's get the crowd wild and cheering.
Okay. Well, Malvia quite a bit, and one person's voting for us. Team Snakemouth, let's go. Thanks, buddy.
I agree. Anything to see Malvia perform.
How serendipitous. I'm looking forward to this.
This fight starts now then.
Okay. Well, Zas and Malvia again. And this time they seem a lot more powered up, because I don't think he had anywhere close to 42 HP before. But I do see that there might be a better case scenario here to focus on Malvia first. Because the thing is when we were doing that fight, Malvia was actually kind of the only way Zas was able to get back up. And that is a lot. And if we can do it right, we can actually do quite a bit here. But, let's see here. I'm thinking maybe go for Hurricane Toss here. As long as we don't charge Zasp too much, I think we'll be fine. But we can do a couple damage to Malvia for the first 2 hits here, I think. And then go from there. And honestly, let's see here. We might actually be able to get Malvia out the first turn here, actually. Oh no, we don't have enough. But that doesn't mean that's the case, though. Because we still have, oh no, we're on a turn relay, so I can't do that. But it's not the worst case scenario, let's be honest here. But let's see here. I'm gonna say, based on this, we can have Kabbu go for a normal attack on Zasp. Just get a little bit of damage into him, just so we're ready. And then for Leif here, I'm gonna say not going for an attack on Malvia. I'm gonna be smart and not waste the turn. Just so we're safe, because the reason why we changed it anyways is because Kabbu can't use it, and we gotta get ready for some blocks here. Wasn't expecting, Vi to get attacked there. Okay. Well, that didn't do much. Gotta try harder than that, buds. Let's be honest here. But let's definitely go for do nothing here first, just so we get a little bit of TP back for Ice Rain, and then we'll definitely start dropping some more Ice Rains into Malvia here. Just so we don't give her any kind of revives. Because as long as Zas can't revive, I'll take it. and him getting attack plus infinity is not the worst case scenario here, I think. I'm just gonna be honest, I think I can kind of work around that. And then I think we should probably go, I can't go for taunts, but yeah, we'll definitely just go for a regular hit here. But yeah, we can be ready for him to have a little bit of attack up, because the thing is he can't get revived, and Mothvia can't revive herself, so let's definitely be careful with that. Okay, well, he definitely did quite a bit of damage there, but I don't think it's that bad, because we can definitely go for a taunt with Kabbu here, and then start up that. And I think we should probably just have Vi do some do-nothings, just so we can get a little bit of TP back as well, since it's 2 for meditation, so we'll definitely take it. And then I guess we can go for a normal attack here, I think. I think that's smart, just so we're doing a little bit of damage to him, since he has no armor, so we're piercing through him quite a bit. And I don't think he'll do that much damage to Kabbu, to the point where it's like, you know, super, super dangerous. So let's just keep going for do-nothings, just charge up as much of the as we can possibly get from good old, just in general, and then try and go from there. I'm gonna see if we maybe can go for a Frigid Coffin here. It might work, honestly, because we might be able to freeze him if we do it right, which is good, because, let's be honest here, Kabbu gets free one of those in, we're perfectly fine to prepare for later. So, honestly, I think we can just go for a normal attack here, just do a little bit of damage, since, honestly, him attacking me is still not the worst case scenario, because if Leif goes down, we still have, well, Vi and Kabbu to, you know, do damage here. And honestly, let's be honest here, we already have 3 charge and for just agitation / energized in general, and we have enough for Hurricane Toss, so I think we pretty much have this in the bag. Let's be honest here, since that does like 20 something damage. And sorry bud, but Zap, you gotta go down, bud. We'll take ourselves some 30 experience as well as another level, and we'll be getting ourselves on out of here. Thank you, game. We'll definitely take that. But rank up, cool. Gonna still say this. I still feel like metal points is more worth. So we're gonna go metal points. Thanks, game. Gonna definitely take that. The party got a bonus of 2 TP. Oh, thanks. That's definitely nice.
Okay,
Mothvia. Is this enough for you? Come on, just drop it.
I'm not even tired yet. You better give up.
Yeah, please.
Grr. Fine, whatever. I give up. You win. Are you happy now?
I can see it, Team Snake Mouth. Today you're better than us. What a pathetic end.
Mothvia, Vi, Kabbu, Leif. Oh, more for us. Yep, it looks like we took out the Mothvias out in the crowds, which is good for us. Only one person for her, and the rest for us.
What an incredible battle Bugaria holds so much strength. I mean, not a bad showing.
Oh my dear.
Oh, he likes us. That's good to hear. Although he's still trying to pretend like he doesn't. But, good for us.
Oh, thank you, everyone. We're all the best, aren't we? Make sure to come to my next show. You'll get even closer to me.
Team Snake Mouth. Oh! Yeah, Mothvia, I think it's over for you, bud.
Oops, guess there's a new hot band in town.
What the? I can't believe they're cheering for you.
Well, we won. We beat you in their own tradition, and they care more about the Coliseum, it seems.
Just as quite popular with the crowd.
Maybe terms just have awful taste. Ugh.
Mothvia, you always have your true fans like me.
Come on, everybody. Say my name one more time.
Vi, Kabbu, Leif, and, oh, Mothvia. Well, at least you got one person.
This concludes today's battle. Team Sneakmouth, please meet us back in the royal chambers.
Yes, to decide. There are serious things to discuss. Leave alone. We shall see you there.
Okay, cool. Looks like we actually got their, well, at least them to acknowledge us.
Stupid crowd.
Well, go on ahead then. No more weird tricks, okay?
Just shut up. I don't want to hear it again. Goodbye.
Poor you. Poor you indeed, Mothbeam.
I'm feeling so tired, but we did it.
No time for the end. Let's get going to the palace. Okay. We'll definitely make our way over there, since now we're definitely making good progress on, well, at least getting the termites to acknowledge us, since we got the crowd's attention, and it seems like we maybe even have gotten the king's attention, and that's all we really need, hopefully. But let's definitely make our way back, since now that we have all that, we're definitely getting closer to hopefully getting that boat, because we really need a boat in order to get to the rubber prison from what we were told. So if we want to get there and start dealing with the Wasp King, we need that now before he gets to the Everlasting Sapling before us. Because let's be honest, he's definitely got a big head start on us, since he destroyed all the boats in the first place, and this is the only way we're gonna maybe even get one.
Team Stigma, I've heard your exploits. You bring honor to our kingdom.
Oh yes, that was what we're here for. Yep, here we are.
Oh sweetie, you gotta get over it. I'll start then. We acknowledge your plight. The Termite Kingdom stands much to lose on this issue. Our finest engineers have been working on a prototype vehicle. This is able to operate and travel under the water. It should be what you need.
Under the water, you say?
We'll call it a subquatic maritime neo-transport. We're very proud of it.
Or maybe you can call him... Oh, okay. I was about to say you can just call him the submarine, but okay.
I'd like to call this submarine for short.
Subquatic maritime neo-transport. Lyra, you are undermining me.
I thank both of you from the bottom of my heart. Our people will be able to fight back now.
So it goes under the water. What if it breaks? Well, I'll die. Let's be honest here.
It is impossible for it to sink. It is the most advanced machine. Yeah, sure. But what if it does?
Like I said, we'll probably die. Let's be honest here.
I shall not. On that my name, please do not think of such cynicism.
Alright then. Very reassuring.
It's stationed at the pier, in the rightmost part of the city.
Our head of research should be there to explain how it functions.
Excellent. We shall draw it to the outskirt pier, to make sure everything is in order.
And Queen Elysians.
Yes?
If you'll have them, please let some of our people travel with you. They are eager to see your land.
Huh, that's cool. Wait, what? I'm trying to think of who said that.
You will cease the separation.
I'm guessing that was Kabbu.
Like for now, a small step will purchase a bit of land, see how things go.
Queen Maria, King Hector, I'm very grateful for everything we've are in eternal debts.
Finally they're calling you my right name. You better repay it when the time comes or else.
She will, our queen is honest and honorable. Thank you, Leif. To have it earned your backing is most pleasing.
Please go and make haste. And protect Bugaria. Don't make me regret any of this.
We're counting on you, after all.
True. I shall go ahead and check up on the submarine. Please meet me at the pier whenever you are ready. Okay. We'll definitely make our way over there, and we actually went over by that area before, so we actually know exactly where to go, since we've already been on the right side of Bugaria for, well, not Bugaria, but the Termite Kingdom. I don't know why I said Bugaria, but we have been over there, so we do know where we're going. So let's definitely make our way over there, and I guess say goodbye to the Termite Kingdom for now, since we need to make our way, well, hopefully getting closer and closer to wherever this rubber prison may be located. But it seems like we're going to be going back to the Ant Kingdom first, before we go anywhere else. Let's definitely go see what's going on. Hello, those ants. What's going on? Are we all ready? And that is definitely a submarine. You've arrived. Behold our subaquatic maritime neo-transports. Or the submarine, which is what I'm going to call it, because let's be honest, too big of a name.
It's like nothing we've seen, for better or worse. You can truly travel under the tides.
Give it a whirl. You'll have the time of your lives. Bugs have never been able to travel this way before.
Okay, I'm gonna trust it. We can finally go get the Everlasting Sapling, and beat up the king too.
This long journey's nearing its end. But we must not rest till we're victorious.
It's a bit too early to rally. Let's head to the outskirts pier. We must pick up our reinforcements.
It's a very intuitive tech. You can move as you usually would. Just dive and circle when there's danger, just in case. Okay, how long can we stay underwater, though?
Let's give it a whirl, then. Time is indeed running out.
Okay, well, let's get in. Board the submarine? Yes, I think we're ready. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Oh, look, the dive striders from the stream mountain are here. Huh. Okay, then. That's interesting to see. So, I'm holding circle, but I'm not seeing it go underneath the water, though. Yeah, it's not really doing anything. Interesting. Well, let's see here. That's Middle Island. Oh, there it is. Now it's underwater. So, how do you get back up from the water? Seems like holding circle didn't do much for there, but I think we're back at the pier. So, I guess we can get it to go back up. There we go. Get off at Bugaria outskirts. Yes. Okay, well that wasn't hard. Bunch of dive spiders, though. Or striders, I should say, is what their official name are. But they're basically diving spiders, let's be honest here. But, Your Majesty, you have returned. Yeah, we have.
Indeed. That was an experience like no other.
I'm glad we all made it.
Same.
It was surprisingly sturdy.
Is this Bugaria? It's greener than I'd heard of. The sunlight is so warm. Too warm, though. Well, termites aren't used to the sun, let's be honest here. They're usually underground and in the dark, so that makes a lot of sense why they're not used to it. And the breeze is so heavenly. Okay, Mr. Riddler with your little green hats.
It was my pleasure to welcome you to our lands.
What's on next then?
I will escort our allies to the city as part of our deal. Wedge was it?
Wedge? Oh. So the little guy that was operating the submarine is named Wedge. Okay, hello Wedge. Yes, Queen.
I trust the royals have briefed you on your task.
Yeah, I'll try and fix the sunken ship. Guess I'll sightsee later.
Team sleep well. Ready to go. You are to take the subaquatic maritime neo-transport and head towards the River Prison immediately.
By ourselves, you say?
When the ship is fixed, we'll send reinforcements. We are at risk of being sunk again. We have no time anyways. Please wreak as much havoc as you can and clear a path for us.
Very well. My horn's eager to deliver justice to those rascals.
Yes. Deliver as much justice as possible. I have a small gift for you.
100 berries. Thanks. That would have been nice when we were in the Coliseum because I could have bought that medal, but I'll take it. 100 berries is not bad.
Yahoo! I believe this will help you gather supplies.
It's more than enough, thank you.
Read the crux of this long chapter of history. Spare no time in your preparations.
Leave it to us. Together we'll triumph.
I'm all fired up too. I'll start work right away then.
We're counting on you. Good luck, my friends.
Okay. Well, looks like us and Wedge are prepared for whatever we need to be doing. But let's definitely go check up on good old pirate dude here, because that's the boat they're talking about fixing up, since it got sunk and I did bring it up before.
My boat! The Womps sunk it!
Yep, they did. But now you got somebody fixing it, so you're all good, bud. You're in good hands. But yeah, I think we're all ready to make our way to Rubber Prison, since there's nothing left for us to do here, and I still have items that are pretty much ready for whatever we need to be worrying about, so let's definitely start making our way. I wonder where the one place is, because when we were talking about Metal Island, apparently, is this somewhere we can go? Get off at this location. Where's this? Oh. I've never been here before, but I think we're here a little early. Let's get out of here. Okay, we'll leave them alone for now, but interesting little place. Okay then. But let's definitely try and find our way to, well, obviously Rubber Prison, but I also want to find out the area for the bounty mission. Because the bounty mission is apparently nearby Metal Island, but we don't know where exactly that is. I'm gonna guess it's probably this place. Yeah, this seems like where they're talking about, since that doesn't look like anything rubber, and it is out in the middle of the ocean, so, or the lake, as this is a lake, but definitely I think that's where that is. And I'm guessing this is probably Rubber Prison, and it seems to be a tire. Okay, well, get off at Rubber Prison, yes sirree. Think we're all ready. So let's see what we're truly dealing with. A giant tire, well, seemingly named the Rubber Prison.
We made it. Trails of termites, but glad to leave the submarine.
Your fears aside, could you tell us a bit more about Rubber Prison? It is very new to us.
Oh, I know this one. It's a prison where they put all the bad bugs.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even worse to hear.
Things got that bad after Elysian went to sleep.
So it seems. It's quite the secure facility, yeah. The walls taken over is quite troublesome, though.
Oh, man. We'll just sneak around and beat them up. It's what we do anyways.
True.
That is a pretty good plan.
Let's go, team. We must clear the way for the others.
True there, before reinforcements arrive. It seems like this is definitely a shortcut, but we don't have that little lever pressed yet, so we can't use it. But I think we might be able to actually make these jumps. Yeah, we can. We didn't even have to use Leif's ability. Unless you can't, let's see. Can you? Yeah, you can. Okay, I went the hard way. Oh, let's see here. Okay, we have a button that opens up gates. Don't know if we need to use that at all. But it is interesting, though. But let's definitely prepare Leif here. Just because of the fact that, well, Mr. Wasp here is definitely not going to let us through. But looks like we got ourselves 2 Lost Soldiers, which is not the hardest thing to deal with. Let's be honest here. These guys can sometimes be pushovers depending on what you deal with them. We never find... Well, I messed that up completely, but that's not bad. I messed it up, but it doesn't mean that we're completely, you know, messed out completely. 3 damage is still 3 damage, let's be honest here. As long as we do some kind of damage there, it's honestly better than nothing. But so far, definitely good damage, nonetheless. Transfer it over to Vi, and prepare a Boomerang hit, and hopefully, yeah, at least 1 damage is good. And then we could have one-turned the first guy, I think, but we ended up messing up. But not the worst case scenario, let's be honest here. As long as we block, I think we'll be fine. Okay. Well, first, that should be the first guy down. Yeah, it is perfect. Okay. Second guy is going to be a little bit of a different story, but that doesn't mean it's going to be hard, as long as they don't mess it up again. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Honestly, I'm going to do something smart here. I'm going to actually do this, so we get a little bit of TP back, without having to worry as much about the TP that we just used. Just so we get a little bit back for... That did 0 damage, that's really good, without super block or anything. Jeez, okay then, I like that. But yeah, as long as we can get a little bit TP back before the fight ends, I don't do it often, but it is something we should probably do more often just because it is giving us our TP back for the entire fight. Because as soon as we beat them, we do get the 4 TP for beating or winning a fight. So, let's be honest here. Better using that than not using it at all, right? So, definitely should use it. Oh, there's apparently something behind it there, that rock. Let's see, where even are we? The prison gates are all controlled by the gray switches. Please ask management for access to prevent getting trapped inside. Okay. Well, that's apparently what the switch over there is for. Let's make our way across the bridge first, and then turn the switch on, so we at least have that moving. And also get a save in, since we are here. No reason not to. And I'm guessing, yeah, we can't go through there. It is red, so it means we have to turn it on. So that means what we need to do is 100% this. Throw our boomerang over there, prepare ourselves up here, and swing it on back. Sorry, Frost, but you'll teleport through. See? I told you. You made it back. Thought you could read that for a sec, but turn this again. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, we got one of those Lost Driller enemies we've only seen once. Or, we fought one, we saw him twice, but we never fought two of them. So this is the first time we're going to see these guys outside of the fight with Ultimax. So, let's see what's going on with him. And honestly, he's not going to be scary, let's be honest here. We fought off with him, and then we also fought off with the bomber enemies as well. And honestly, we can kind of tell what these guys are all about. They're going to be blocking after hitting them. They're kind of like these snails in a way. But honestly, the snails had 2 defense for the most part, and these guys we can actually do damage to, so these guys aren't a problem whatsoever. Which they're actually pretty cool, because obviously, if they're going to be playing fair, it's always in good for us in general. I wonder, if we knock him out of the ground, he still does block. Huh. Interesting. Good thing we can pierce damage, though, just in general with Kabbu. Kabbu's really helpful for fights like this, just in general. If we didn't have him, we would do pretty much nothing, to be honest here. Since a lot of these enemies require Kabbu, for some of the fights, definitely require Kabbu, but every fight requires all the characters, because some fly, some are underground, some have armor you need to pierce, so every character is useful in their own way, which is awesome. I really like that, because no character feels like they're not being used enough, which is good. But what's going on with this? Explorers and visitors do not lose your permits, otherwise we will assume you are a prisoner. Have a good day. Permit, you say? I don't have a permit, but okay then. Oh, a map, I think. Let's see here, I'm guessing this is us, down in the bottom left. I think. So, it seems like there is indeed four floors to this place. There's a key in the 3rd layer on the right. And I'm guessing this is the jails over here on the right. And this is the security rooms, I'm guessing. Okay. Interesting. Don't know where this key card is, though, that they're talking about. But let's hear. Only authorized AMP personnel allowed. Please provide ID. Can I use my permit? I can. Oh. Well, that works. Cool. Okay, let's turn that off. Since I feel like that needs to be open for this area, maybe? No, it doesn't seem that way. But apparently the Wasp Troopers were able to get through, so that's not good. But that doesn't mean that's a bad thing either. Guess we'll find out. Let's definitely use our bubble prison, though, to make sure that we can safely check out. And it looks like the wind blocks us completely from that area, which is not bad. We can still work around that. But it looks like what we need to do here is definitely make our way forward towards the bomber, and then from there, figure from there. Because obviously, we need to deal with him first, if we want to do anything here. So let's definitely deal with him first, and then figure out the puzzle here. Because it seems like we want to definitely go for the thing on the bottom, I think. But, honestly, we need to figure out a complete way of opening up the left side completely. And I feel like if we hit the switch, that'll maybe help us figure that out. Which it shouldn't be hard whatsoever, let's be honest here. But we'll definitely figure from there what we need to do. And it's definitely going to be something like this. We're going to definitely need to use fly here to fly. And then make our way over here. Turn that switch on. Make our way back. And then from there, hopefully find... Okay, apparently that hit me, but I'm not sure how. But we did open up that other area. But I do see what we need to do. What we need to do here is we need to either fly above the thing, or... Oh, well that works. Looks like we got ourselves a key though. Found a prison key. This key opens a door in the rubber prison. A guard probably dropped it while fleeing from the Wasp. Probably so, let's be honest there. Let's definitely make our way back to the middle area, since that's definitely where we're going. So let's see here. There's a big lock in front of you, prison key, and open sesame. And hopefully, based on the marker, it said we went upwards. Oh, is that an enemy or is that something else? Guess we'll find out. He's definitely a prisoner, I think. Guess we'll find out. Seems like he's not attacking me. Oh no, he definitely is. So he's not friendly. Well, at least we know that. But, wait, even are you? Because I don't think we've ever seen anything like you. But apparently he's a ruffian. Okay, hello Mr. Ruffian. You look like a mantis, I think.
So the walls have become so desperate to employ him in the criminals. His character, may be poor, but strength is considerable. Stay sharp, guys.
Okay, HP plus 13, and defensive 0. Okay, 13 HP is not bad, and it's definitely, you know, fightable, so let's definitely prepare. Since this shouldn't be too hard of a fight, since they don't have any defense, it seems like we have free reign of, you know, doing as much as we want to them. So let's definitely try and one turn one of them so we don't have two of them doing big damage, since it did say they do some considerable damage. So definitely at least get rid of one so we can compare, since who even knows how much they do. Okay, they energize themselves, and they smack you with their chains. Okay. And he attacks twice, I didn't even realize that. Okay, not bad. Not too scary. Definitely dealable, since it could be worse, let's be honest here. It could be, triple attacking, always energized, and stuff like that, let's be honest. Could be much worse, because we fought bosses way harder in previous fights that lasted a lot longer than fights like this, so we'll be fine. Unless they do get that way, who even knows? We haven't fought them long enough to figure that one out. But, looks like we got a switch down there. Don't know what that opens, but we do have another lost guy there. Venus is behind a gate. Can we crawl underneath that? No, we can't. I'm guessing the thing we swapped open and close is definitely what leads to Venus there. But, oh, they really did still employ the thieves. That's funny. I thought they completely branched off of those guys, but apparently they're still around. But we're getting rid of the thief first, let's be honest here. These guys steal items, and I'm not letting them do that. That's not happening at all. I do not want them to start stealing my items, since, let's be honest here, I finally actually have a good semblance of actually preparing for, like, you know, fights and stuff, and actually know how to cook items to the point where I actually know what to bring in battles now for any time we start an episode, which I haven't had to use them yet, but we definitely have them for boss fights whenever we do, because that's mostly when I like to use my items. I don't want to waste them on, you know, regular enemies, because there's no reason to. If we did, we'd be in a much worse situation, let's be honest here, because when we get to the boss fight and we have no items, that would be not good whatsoever. And being able to get HP back from fights, from our medals, is really nice too. So we're definitely in a healthy situation, for sure, when it could be much worse, let's be honest. Let's see here, what else do we got here? Oh, so that's why we opened that. Let's definitely take the rock out of there before we close it back up, because we don't know if we're going to be closing that back up or not. Let's definitely get the rest of the enemies out of here, since we do not want... Well, actually, we don't want Mr. Wall Scout to be here anyways, let's be honest here. Since these guys can be a pain in the butts if we don't deal with them, because they spawn enemies. So let's not even give them the chance for that. Since we're definitely not going to give them that. Let's definitely make sure that they have no HP to go with, because as long as they have no HP, they can't summon anything. So sorry, Mr. Walls, but you gotta get on it with your... Not bad, we got a little bit of our TP back, and 6 experience points. Not bad whatsoever. 1 berry too. Oof. Could have been better, but could have been worse. I think I know where we need to push this though. I think we can't jump on that box all by ourselves, so I think maybe... Let's see here. Yeah, we can't, so yeah, definitely up here then. Let's see here. Yeah, that there. I'm guessing maybe... dig underneath with Kabbu, maybe? Let's hear. Does this open that? It does not. Okay. Well, how do we get over there, then? Unless maybe we can use the water? Because I see water droplets. But I don't know. Oh, those are definitely not freezable. But let's definitely talk to Venus, since we haven't talked to her yet here. So let's see her. What's going on with you, Venus?
Oh, the king's got his whole army up ahead. You best heal up.
Okay. Well, I don't need any healing, but it's definitely good to know, since, let's be honest here, it's better to know what's going to happen than, oh, I see it. I see what we need to do. I didn't see that little thing was open in the middle. And hopefully, yeah, we can't. Perfect. Yeah, that's what we needed to do. I didn't see it right away, but yeah, there we go. Perfect. Open that. Don't know what that's doing, but it did open something. Hopefully it moved something, and it did. It perfectly moved this in the middle, which we can now use to our advantage. And then all we need to do is just make our way back to the right side, hit this switch, and hopefully open whatever we need. Did it open up the middle one? No, it didn't. But it did open up the right side, so we'll definitely take a look. Oh, hey! Look who it is! It's the guys we threw in prison a long time ago. Let's go see how they're doing. Hello. Can we point and laugh on them? Oh no, they're out. Oh, hello. Sen and, what was it, Pin? Hello. Long time no see.
Look, we're just waiting for this to blow over. Let us be.
Okay. What about you, bud?
You put us here, so do you expect us to be happy to see you?
Fair. So if you didn't do that mission, it wouldn't be here. That's funny. Wonder if there's anybody else we know that are here. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. Wait, does this yellow platform stay on as long as we're on it? Or does it always stay on? Seems like it always stays on, because they would be running if they could. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'll definitely say that. But let's definitely go for maybe an ice raid here, just since we have the TP at the moment. And there's no reason not to. It is quite a bit of damage, and gave us 10 experience. And if we can get back to, you know, hitting the clock on our experience again, wouldn't even be a bad thing whatsoever. Okay. There's a book in there. Is that a book, or what is that? I think it's a book. Huh. I thought we did the bad book quest, so I'm surprised there is a book in there. But, let's hear. What does the gate do? Don't see anything open or close. Seems like there's nothing in that room, so we don't need that one open. But, how do we get there? Don't see a way up there, but we did relock them in their prison. So I guess we'll just keep them down there. Huh. Okay, not really seeing a way of going in there, but okay then. But I do see the fact that there is this switch in there. But I don't know how you would get in there, though. Okay then. Let's definitely re-hit this switch, I think. And then see if this door opened, because maybe there is something we're not seeing right away. Since you never know. Let's see if maybe we can dig under. No, we can't. Huh. Okay, strange room. Wonder why that room's just empty. Huh. Okay then. Definitely strange, and oops. I ended up getting hit by that, but that's not a bad thing. And I did re-close that, right? I just want to make sure. No, I didn't. Okay, I want to make sure that's closed, because I feel like that needs to be open for some reason. I'm not sure why yet, but we'll figure it out soon. And we get ourselves some free dry bread. No reason not to grab that. But, yeah, not really seeing what you need to do in this room. Definitely interesting. We need a key, but there's no key. So maybe we just keep going to the right then, for now. When will someone fix the third floor bridge? That thing looks like it could break down at any moment. Third floor bridge, you say? Oh, this thing, I'm guessing. Okay, well, there's some tacks on the floor, but I don't think that's really that bad. Okay then. Wonder why they say that it could break at any moment. Don't see that really happening, but you never know. Maybe that is indeed the case. Weird, though. Oh, he's completely blocking damage now. So you can only hit him with the first ice rain, then. Kinda strange, but makes sense, I guess. We did do some considerable damage, though, for sure. And hopefully we can get rid of the Lost Scout before he does any more attacks. But because, obviously, I think he might survive long enough, but he... actually, maybe not. I think Vi might do enough damage to the point where Frost should be able to get rid of the Scouts. And if that is the case, that's good. And it is good. Okay, now we need to get ready for Mr. Driller. Oh. Okay, I did not know you could do that, but okay then. Yeah, I was ready for him to just charge me, but nope, he did a attack that I wasn't even ready for. Didn't even know he could do that, but okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting to see. Because, yeah, he caught me off guard. Good one. I'll definitely take that. I allow new attacks from you, I'll be honest. Just because, yeah, I did not expect him to even think about throwing rocks at me, but apparently he can. Huh. Makes sense. He does drill through the ground, so that is pretty good. It makes sense too, so good job. And I'll be honest, he completely caught me off guard with that attack, and I was not ready for it. So, and he did good damage too. It could have been much worse for me if, you know, if I was under-leveled, that's for sure. Since we're definitely on par with their level, for sure, because we are getting experience still. And I want to go for an Ice Rain here, just to do a little bit of damage here before they can prepare, because I definitely don't trust the guy in the front. I do not trust Mr. Ruffian here, because I feel like if we give him any bits of leeway, he might surprise me with something I'm not ready for. And you never honestly know, because he can attack twice. He was able to do 4 damage with 1 attack, but it was energized. But the thing is, what if he double energizes or something? Or energizes, gives himself an extra move or something? Because if he can get 1 extra move, who can say if he can get 3? You never know, honestly. So, play safe, kind of think outside the box, and then prepare for any new enemies you run into. Let's be honest here. Ooh, there's our key. We need that, mister, so we're gonna make you drop that right here, right now. Let's be honest here. You ain't getting away with that. But I am definitely probably gonna go for... which one was the one that's... yeah, here we go. Frost Bowling. Leif freezes Vi, then Kabbu tosses her enemies. The ultimate team move. Let's use that. I feel like that should be pretty good for this. So, I think it should do enough damage to Mr. Driller here. And yeah, that did pretty good. And it still has enough turns for Kabbu and Leif to do at least a little bit extra damage. And maybe, just maybe, enough for, well, not enough for Chomper, but it could have been better, or worse, but definitely could have been, you know, worse to get hit by something much more dangerous there. But definitely good spot, though, for sure. Okay, hopefully this does enough. It does, good. Okay, down he goes. Now we can start dealing with Mr. Bomber here, because he's been throwing stuff at us since day 1 here, so let's definitely make sure he can't do any more of that. I think maybe we can, yep, perfect, pierce enough damage to do enough to him. And down goes him, we get ourselves a key, and we're almost our next level, which we'll get our TP back to, which is really good. But let's definitely grab that, and grab ourselves a prison key. Another prison key for the river prison. And the guard definitely dropped us, let's be honest here. Let's definitely make our way back. Can we get hurt on these? No, we can't, okay. I was just wondering, because, honestly, I've never been hit by a hazard trap in this game. You never know. They could have one at some point. And, honestly, I'm going based off Mario for that one, because Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario had hazard traps that actually did damage to you. Wonder what's going on with that room, because that thing definitely is something you could pick up. Don't know if it's a medal or a book or whatever it is, but it's definitely interesting. Almost didn't make the way of getting up there, but let's definitely throw our key in here. Huh. I'll definitely remember about that. What seems to be an unlockable of some sort. Don't know what it is, but definitely seems like it something we could pick up, because it's 3D, so interesting. Where are we right now? We're on top left, going towards what looks to be I'm gonna guess that's a dumbbell, so it must be a gym. Okay. It's something that looks like a wasp, as well as above us. Huh. Okay then. Interesting. Oh, hello. Nice try, you almost caught me off guard there, bud. Gotta try harder than that. Let's be honest there. But, let's see here. It could be worse. The ruffian is the only thing dangerous, though. Let's be honest here. Mr. Burglar is not going to do anything to us at this point in the game. He's from a way earlier chapter, and they're pretty easy to deal with, for the most part, so... yeah, I don't think he's got a chance, but maybe he'll surprise me. I guess we'll find out. But we're definitely going to keep dealing with him, just because we're not giving him anything for free. And honestly, I'm going to go for a dash through just to make sure we're done with the ruffian, since honestly, we're not giving them any inch or mile or whatever. Because when you give an enemy an inch, they're going to take a mile. Let's be honest here. That is the saying. Don't give them a single point to, counterattack whatsoever. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to even try to deal with Mr. Ruffian, because he is a new enemy, and he could definitely probably hurt us. You never know, honestly. So, thankfully, it looks like we're perfectly fine with the burglars, like I thought, since they didn't change whatsoever, still doing the same amount of damage as before. So, definitely a good situation. And, like I said before, we're going to definitely go for meditates whenever we can to get a little bit more TP back, to charge a little bit faster, since we went from all the way basically from 0, and we're basically back to 10 already, just through the small bit of TP regeneration you have, which is not bad. Definitely pretty good, but definitely making... ooh, that's a lot of berries. Can't grab that leaf, though, because if I grab it, I'm gonna get hits. But, I got hit anyways, so it's not that bad. But, let's see here. There's a lever over here that I don't know how to hit. There's a passageway on the right. Where does this go? Another bridge. Is this the bridge that they said that looked unstable? Oh yeah, it definitely looks unstable. Let's see if we can pass it. Worth a try, right? Yeah, I guess we can walk across it. Okay then. Don't see anything in here, but I do see a water droplet. So, definitely can do something here. I was wondering if we had the bug beam on, and apparently we did. Oh, there's another one of those book-looking things up on the top left, but this time it's green. So, I guess we'll find out if we can pick them up soon. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. Wonder what those are for. Probably a mission. You never know, honestly. Because with the fact that you can run into items before you do missions for them, probably is a mission of some sort. Don't know what kind of mission, but you never know. We'll definitely grab them, though, for later, just so we have them, because we ran into TNG's horn, as well as the silk that was stolen for the one quest that we did as well with Kali, so honestly, could be anything, honestly. But we'll definitely grab them, though, so we don't forget about them, since we could definitely forget about them if we didn't, grab them early, because let's be honest there, you never know, because we could have missed Tanji's horn inside the cafeteria, inside the, the bandit camp, if we weren't paying attention and looking around, because we did find some pretty good stuff in there, honestly, other than just Tanji's horn, like the, what was it, no, it wasn't a defense berry, it was, I'm trying to remember what kind of berry it was. It was the, what was it exactly? It was the, I think it was the TP berry, I think, specifically. But yeah, definitely was worthwhile to make sure to check around. But let's see here, what's going on. Found a history book. The green book found in the rubber prison, sensing a queen and her daughters came searching for... Searching for what? Okay. Oh, what's this? There's a hole. Something could fit here. Definitely none of the things I got. But, okay then. We'll definitely grab ourselves that book, though. Wonder why they specifically said that it looked like the bridge could fall. It does look like it, that's for sure, but wonder why that's mentioned. Because it feels like more important than it actually is. But, oh hey, there's a symbol with the book on it. So top right is something to do with books. Huh, okay then. Well, that's probably where we need to bring the book, I guess, if anything. Because that would make sense, I guess. We definitely got ourselves a checkpoint, so we'll definitely take that. Looks like another ruffian, more bombers. See where else we can find around here. Looks like an area that we need to go to at some point that's still locked off, which is definitely via the gates that we have yet to open. Other than that, you got me, but I do see the Wasp Scout, so we're gonna go for him first. Yeah, no chance are we giving you anything, bud. I'm not letting you call in enemies. And I'll do as much damage as I want to get to. Yeah, not happening. I do not want him to call anything in, just because I know how these guys are, and they're not worth giving any kind of freebies. Just because of the fact that if we let him go, he's gonna call in another Wasp Scouts, and then go from there, and let's be honest here, it's just gonna be hectic. I don't think he'll spawn anything in as long as we don't knock out his ally here. I think we'll be fine. Let's see here. We'll find out in seconds. Oh, I actually blocked him that time. And yeah, he didn't. Good. Okay, so yeah, it requires an ally on the field to be gone for him to do that. Which is good to know because, honestly, wasn't too sure on that one. So that's definitely good. And down goes both of them. A little bit more experience back. And one more fight will give us another level for sure. Or at least, I think so. I don't know for sure how much the bomber gives, but should be enough, I think, because he is right here. But let's definitely block him, so he can't just, rush us in with the spicy bombs there. And then hopefully get an initiative on him, and I think we did. Perfect. Yeah, don't want to get smacked around by him. If we can deal with him, then it's probably better to do that. And it seems like Kabbu's the only one able to topple his box here, which is definitely good, since it seems like, yep, it dropped his defense to 0. And I messed that up. Oops. It's fine. We'll do enough damage with the next hit. Let's just get the thief out of the sky for the time being, because I don't think he can steal items as long as he's on the ground. Could be wrong, but I feel like that's probably right. But, who knows. Let's see here, he's trying to steal something. He stole my spicy fries. Of course he did. But I don't think you're going to be able to keep those, because down you go, and that should be going right back into our inventory. Okay, and apparently it was one less experience than we did. I guess I was wrong. I thought we would get enough, but apparently not whatsoever. Not the worst thing. Why is there a jump down here? Where does this go? Yeah, I don't think you can fly from there. I was thinking maybe you can fly from the top, maybe. But, yeah, that's definitely not a possibility. But it is good that we checked that, since I was kind of curious if we can maybe use that to our advantage. Sadly, no, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. I wanted to see how there's a way of getting over here or not. Not really seeing one. I was thinking maybe flying towards the cages, but yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get in those like the other ones. But definitely interesting, nonetheless. Does this say what this is? Gym and security room. Okay, so it is a gym. And security room, you say? That sounds interesting. Bunch of pictures of Elizabeth first, though. Wonder why those are in here. Well, there's a Wasp Scout in here, or Wasp Trooper, I should say. But nothing too out of the ordinary. But we're definitely in the top left now. Interesting. Definitely interesting. But definitely not, definitely we can deal with this, for sure. But I might want to go for Frozen Drill. I don't do it often enough, so I'll definitely go for it. Let's get the ruffian out of the way. The other guy's easier to deal with, just to be completely honest. Okay, not bad. Go for an X. There we go. Nice freeze. And down he goes. Now you're by yourself, bud. Sorry, but not sorry. Yeah, you might as well deal with the trooper by himself, other than dealing with the new enemy. Because the new enemy, as I said, you never know. So, just deal with him, get him out of the way so you can prepare for anything. And there's no reason to worry about using your skills there, because we are definitely going to level up from this. So we get all the regeneration points that we want for this, for sure. And that's definitely going to be helpful, because where we are now, definitely making gigantic progress, because apparently we're on the top of this place, based on the map. If the map says things correctly, because you never know, honestly. But we're definitely making a lot of progress here. And another level. Wonder if we'll get another freebie, because we got HP before, and we also now got TP for this level, so wonder if we'll get anything else. 3 more medal points is definitely what I want to grab. And maybe... nope, nothing else. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. What's this? Warning, main power generator is damaged. Please turn on the backup power to continue. This? No. But I do see... is there a rock inside the door? What is going on there? Okay then, the door seems bloated, but I'm not sure why. But we definitely can dig through here. Oh, there's a bunch of ants in here. Hello buddies, what's going on with you? I'm the security chief here. Or at least I was. After this, I would be totally retiring. What a humiliating situation. Yeah, I see it. Arg, these wasp traps us here. Something is blocking the door and we can't get out. Seems like a rock, but I'm not too sure. I know we're in a difficult situation, but this here is the backup generator room. The wasp damaged the computer, but the only way to turn on the backup power is to spin that crank. Do you have the way to do it? Yeah, of course. We have the beam ring, so let's get on that, and hopefully open the door. Oop. I'm guessing that's it, generator is back online. But because I was holding circle to, hold the beam ring in place, apparently I didn't get to read that. But we did turn it on.
Oh, isn't the power on? Why is it not working?
Just kick it then. This felt government property. Let's just not do that. Just kick it.
Okay. Well, seems like we're not doing that. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But I think we'll leave that here for today. I think we made definitely a major amount of progress. As well as, just in general, being able to get the termites' favor was quite enough in general. So, with that being said, in the next episode we will be more than likely, I'm going to say, completing the rubber prison. Based on the mapping, it seems like we're pretty much nearing the end of it. But we're definitely still got some, things to do, because obviously the computer's damaged, we don't know how to fix it. And we have seen those books around, and I don't know if that's anything that has anything to do with what we're doing now, but definitely an interesting situation. But with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. It's been a wonderful time hanging out with you guys, it always is. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.